Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Aphrodite. If you're new here, I would like to welcome you to the community. Be sure to check the description box below and like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to, okay? And I haven't done this in a while, so I just wanted to make sure that I say thank you to everyone who supports me, who watches my channel, and to my returning viewers, etc. I really do appreciate you guys more than you will ever know, and I love you all, okay? So today's message is coming in the form of, well, I received it last night, okay, through the form of a song. So we're gonna get into the message, and then obviously I have channel messages, synchronicities, confirmations at the end, okay, and further individual messages for you, okay? So stay tuned for that as well. I'm not gonna lie, I think I got my radio voice on today. I got my radio voice on today. Okay. Anyways, so yes, let's go ahead and jump into the message. Okay, we're gonna chill, relax, vibe. So the song that came to me was "Stupid," okay, by Toni Braxton. And so you could be going through like a tough breakup, a hard breakup. Whether this is like recent or maybe someone you're just still getting over. Okay, so you could be like crying a lot. I was hearing like nocturnal, so like maybe you are having trouble sleeping and you are crying a lot, kind of mourning the loss of this person. Now, one thing I want to say, about the song though is it kind of points out that she admits in the song, you know, that she was lonely, or she was lonely in the relationship, okay, and neglected, but still kept trying, okay, still kept trying. And she said that this person basically never gave her a reason, you know, as to why they left. But it also states that she feels that he is the only one for her, despite admitting that this person, you know, didn't truly didn't show up for her, didn't show her, you know, the appreciation and value that she deserved. Okay, so like she says all of that, but then she also says, you know, about how she, you know, or how he never showed her any signs, okay? No signs of, you know, leaving. But then she also talks about like lies in the conversation, okay? So we're gonna kind of get into this, delve into what I received from this message, okay? Kind of digging into it, messages that I was receiving. So I'm gonna go ahead and give those to you guys, okay? So sorry. Be sure to flip the roles if they need to be reversed. Okay, flip the roles if they need to be reversed and only take what resonates. All right. And please use your discernment as well. Okay, so this could be for you or them. Okay, take it how it resonates and put it where it needs to go. Okay, put it where it needs to go for your own individual story. So for you or them, what I was picking up on is someone who was vetting. Okay, vetting as in vetting for prospects in a relationship, okay? People that you date, etc. The things and the qualities that you look for in the person that you choose to be in a relationship with, okay? So you or them were vetting based off of things that were either very superficial or perhaps looked good on paper, but there was nothing to actually sustain the relationship, okay? So this could include looks, financial status, career, but also the way they presented themselves, okay? So yes, the way that they presented themselves could have been blinding you to their true character. So yeah, let's get into the flaws with dating. Okay, so if for me personally, I find, you know, this, I don't want to say rigid, but this just very, I don't know. I guess like traditional dating, I'm a very non-traditional person when it comes to dating, and not even necessarily non-traditional, but I have my own style of dating. Okay, I'm not someone who necessarily goes out to pursue someone. Okay, like, I'm not someone who actively is like, you know, it's not that I'm, you know, not trying to find my person, but I'm not someone who is actively like looking for my person in everyone, if that makes sense. It's kind of like, it's one of those things like when you know, okay? And so one of the things that I find with dating is, right, because think of it like, it's almost like people go into it, it's like you're knowing what you're looking for, etc. Okay, and at least the way that I view dating, you know, this doesn't have to mean that everyone dates this way, but what we see, you know, widespread, our understanding of what dating looks like and how it has been showcased. So for me, I feel like people tell you what you want to hear, okay, and they can try to shape themselves into the person they think you want, or perhaps this is something that you have done, okay? Because think about it, it's like it's kind of like they try to sell themselves in that moment, because you're asking each other questions, and usually these things are based on, you know, like maybe you have a list of things that you're looking for and you're asking this person questions to see if they are who you are looking for. I find it to be very inorganic, and one of the reasons why I say that is because the moment something feels like an interrogation, okay, an interrogation rather than actually, you know, allowing the energy to flow between you two, allowing seeing how they act in their natural habitat, you know what I'm saying? Like just seeing how your guys' energy free flows together, right? So the moment that it feels like an interrogation and there is, you know, pressure put upon that person, the more pressure someone feels, you know what I mean, to perform, either they are going to crash and burn, or they are going to they are either going to crash and burn, or they are going to become the best salesman, salesman, or saleswoman that you have ever met, okay? And so it's kind of like, yeah, it's just like for me, right? Because it's like, for me, it's like if I were to put everything that I was looking for on paper, okay, everything, and it's like I said, this is something that you can't even necessarily put into words, and it's because like, okay, if I were to try to put, you know, the person that I was looking for onto paper, put it onto words, put what I think that, you know what I mean, like it would translate to someone else. Like say I'm giving these things to, you know, a matchmaker. If I were to give these things to a matchmaker, they would still come up empty-handed with the person that I am actually looking for, okay? Because it's like I said, I'm looking for something specific, okay? It's like, who speaks to your heart and your soul, okay? And it's like, do they speak to your heart and soul without you giving them the blueprint or the cheat sheet? You know what I'm saying? Like, who are they? Let them show up as themselves. Give them the freedom to show you who they are, rather than you kind of creating parameters of who you are expecting them to be, how you are expecting them to show up. It's like when you already going with expectations, and I'm not saying that you cannot have expectations, but you should never project your expectations onto someone else. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of learning how to sit back, right? Like you're analyzing, but kind of just being in that moment so that you can actually see how this person is, rather than you know what I'm saying, asking questions, because now you are only observing them from within the questions that you are presented, right? It's kind of like an experiment. Like you are creating the experiment. Like think of yourself as a scientist, and now, you know what I'm saying, you go in, you got your hypothesis, whatever the thing that you are trying to prove, and now it's like you are only working with the intent to prove that, okay? So then information goes unnoticed, and I'm not saying like it has to go unnoticed, but you know what I'm saying, it's like sometimes our expectations can skew our perspective and what we are perceiving. Also, just think about it, like, who are you as a person? Like, if you want someone, you know what I'm saying, because like for me, it's like I am looking for my God-ordained partner, okay? My God-ordained partner, not the highest bidder, okay? So it's like, please step to the left so my husband can find me, okay? I'm short, so like, please get out of the way, like so it's kind of like you really have to know like what you're looking for, and maybe you're not looking for something serious, and that is fine also, okay? It really depends on what place you are at in your life and what you are seeking, okay? And also, like, going back to, you know, what I was saying about allowing someone to just show up for who they are. A wise man can play a fool, but a fool can't play wise, okay? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, because you will be able to see someone trying to present themselves as something that they are not, okay? As something that they aren't. And I was going to insert this tweet later, and yes, I'm still calling them tweets, okay? Like, I haven't used Twitter, X, whatever y'all want to call it, in like a really long time, but it just feels weird to call it X, so I just be calling that shit Twitter still. We all know what we're talking about. Anyways, I was going to insert it later, but I'm like, should I insert it now? Actually, no, I think I'm gonna wait till later. Sorry to even bring that up now, if that's the case. But as I was saying, right, so it's like when you set things up this way, or what I was getting from you, this person who could be, you know, hurting, suffering a loss, or what you are perceiving to be a loss, but really is not a loss. Like, it is basically redirection, okay? Because typically if you lose someone, it's like you weren't meant to be with that person, okay? It wasn't meant to be sustained, or maybe it just wasn't the right time, okay? Could not have been the right time. And we'll get into it. Hopefully, well, not really get into it, but hopefully, you know, through this message, you will understand, you know, why. So what I'm getting is that you were seeing what you wanted to see, okay? So when you believe that someone is everything you're looking for on paper, you can create a vision around that and feel what's lacking in the relationship with your own wants and desires, creating a false image, okay? And this is going to cause you to ignore all of the red flags, okay? So it's not that the red flags were not there, but you ignore them because you want this to be your person so bad, right? Because they do, check off a lot of your boxes, like as far as maybe things that you thought you may have wanted, which you thought, was going to, I guess, what you thought, created, someone who was worth being in a relationship with, or something, that you thought you could build upon, but maybe that, that wasn't the case. Anyways, it's like all you can do now is take the lessons that you've learned, right, and apply them to new relationships. So it's like the red flags that you were missing or ignoring, it's like now you know what to look for, okay? So take these lessons, okay, and apply them to the new relationships that you are wanting to attract, and don't be so quick to jump into things, especially if you've been waiting a really long time or single for a long time, okay? And I do want to give a warning because there have been videos where I've seen, people who are watching love readings, and they could be watching love readings while they're single, etc. And I'll see people listening to a love message, and they'll put a comment and they're like, oh yes, I just met him today. Like it's like this is someone they just met and they're thinking like this is the person that is being talked about in the video. Now, one thing I want to say about that is because sometimes people can be so kind of like far gone. This is why it's it's like, what do they say? The thing that I was hearing, right, is like, don't be so heavenly minded that you are of no earthly good, okay? And kind of what that's giving me is that sometimes people get into, spirituality and they forget that part that you need to ground yourself back into reality, okay? You need to ground yourself back into reality, because it's like some people, they're so focused on this quote unquote sixth sense that sometimes it's not even a sixth sense, okay? It's not a sixth sense, it's something, it's a illusion that you are creating, that you want to be there, okay? And it's like, because you're so, maybe in tune with spiritual things, it's like basic emotion and basic connection, you are now creating it to be more grandiose than it actually is, okay? Now, no one is going to know your situation better than you. However, the thing that I want to point out is, it's like, do not forget common sense, okay? Being so focused on your sixth sense that you forget to use common sense, okay? You still need to evaluate, you still need to be analytical about things as well, okay? Using basic logic and reason. Also, yes, so it's like now you are coming into a point where you are finding balance between the analytical and the emotional, okay? So it's like, as I was saying, right? So when you date based on paper value, you don't fall in love with a person, but the contributes of that person, and ends up with someone you tolerate, okay? A lot of people end up with relationships, or end up within relationships that they simply are tolerating that person, but they don't actually enjoy that person, okay? And some people, it's like they are so loyal that they will hold on, right, to something that is dead, and it's literally like it's killing you as you are holding on. But it's like you're trying so hard to revive it, and it's not meant to be revived, okay? So the questions you want to be asking yourself is, do they bring you joy? Do they make you light up? Do they inspire you? Do they possess the characteristics that you want to see in your children? Okay, is this something you can build upon? Are they putting in effort? And also ask yourself what you have to contribute to a healthy and prosperous relationship, okay? Just because you are in a relationship does not mean you are relationship material, okay? And some people need to really be honest with themselves about this, okay? So, because some people stay with people they hate because they know no one else is going to put up with them, okay? No one else is going to put up with the behavior that they carry and the way that they treat people, okay? But also, it's like when you are removing the rose-colored glasses, okay? Removing the rose-colored glasses and coming to terms with reality, sometimes that is the hardest part. It's not necessarily losing that person. It's coming to terms with the fact that, you no longer have this false idea that was bringing you comfort, okay? And sometimes facing the truth is literally the hardest part, right? what they say is ignorance is bliss. You know, a lot of people believe that ignorance is bliss, okay? And some people prefer to live in delusion because lies are more comfortable than the truth, all right? So people are only going to value as much as you value yourself, and you also have to evaluate how you choose to determine your value, okay? How are you choosing to determine your value? Because some of you treat people very, very terrible, and your friends tell you deserve better. You deserve honesty and healing, okay? You have to be what you want to attract, okay? Be what you want to attract. It's like, if you cannot be what you are searching for, what makes you think, you know what I mean? And it's not like, I don't want to say like deserve, but what, you know what I'm saying? What gives you the right to hold someone to a certain standard that you yourself, by yourself, are not holding? Okay? It's like, because you don't want to be, and it's not like in relationships, right? It's like, obviously you're with the person for a reason. So it's not that, we're not talking about like complete and total independence, but also you don't want to be codependent as well, right? It's like you want that person around because, I guess what I'm trying to say is, it shouldn't be like, you guys should balance one another out, but it should not be to where someone is bringing something to the table that you lack. They shouldn't have to be there making up for what you lack in your ability to do for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, when you are already doing certain things for yourself, it's like the more powerful you two will be when you come together, if that makes sense. Hopefully I explained that best. I don't want to try to explain it because I don't want it to, you know what I'm saying, get lost in translation. So hopefully that was enough. But yes, okay, so yes, be what you want to attract, okay? And so one thing I wanted to say, because yes, I'm going to insert this tweet, but look for someone who respects themselves, okay? Because some of you have dealt with infidelity, etc. So look for someone who respects themselves, who has morals, boundaries. And the tweet that I wanted to point out, there was this girl, and I'm sorry, but she really thought she ate with this one. She thought she ate. And I was just like, okay. So she said, if she doesn't submit to you, it's because she doesn't trust your ability to leave. And then there's like several target, you know, the little bullseye target emojis. And so I responded with, however, if this is the case, you shouldn't have been in a relationship with them in the first place. You can tell a man is capable of leading by the way he leads his own life. Some of you lack discernment, okay? And this is truth. This is true. This is kind of what I'm telling you guys. Like, observe someone in their natural habitat, okay? It's like, what are they doing for themselves that you feel like would be beneficial in a relationship, okay? It's like, what do you think they could actually contribute outside of what you are just looking at, you know what I'm saying, like face value, and not just necessarily thinking of what they can do for you, but how you two together, how the things that you possess and what they possess, how that can build something greater, okay? Because it's not just about someone, you know, adding something to your life. It's like, what do you have to contribute, and be real with yourself about that, okay? Be real with yourself. And it's not that, and let me just say, like, I'm not necessarily saying that, you know what I mean, you don't have nothing to contribute, you're not, like, because a lot of it is hidden under layers of hurt, pain, trauma, certain behaviors that you learn either from family, relationships that you dealt with your family, etc. And sometimes these kind of cover up our true nature and what is really lying underneath all of this rubble. Is that what they call it, y'all? Rubble? All of the rubble? I think that's what it's called, y'all. Y'all know the little, you know what I'm saying, the rubbish, I guess, okay? All of that's lying underneath, okay, that you do have to offer, but maybe you are not necessarily tapped into. And maybe these are things that, you know, because a lot of people, it's like some of these podcasts and stuff are super toxic, and I feel like it influences a lot of people who kind of are influenced by either like social media, things they see on social media, and it's just kind of, you also gotta, this is why I'm saying you gotta have a mind of your own, because sometimes when you're hearing, you know, people say things and it's like, can you speak for everyone? Sometimes it's like I said, I'm not a statistics person, but the way people be talking, I'm like, do you know every fucking human being on this earth? Do you know every man? Because men be speaking for all men, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, but I know all men do not think like you. Because if they do, like, baby, just go ahead and tell the aliens to come swoop me up, like, please, ASAP, because no. Like, no. So this is what I'm saying, like, you have to, you know what I'm saying, the vision that you have for yourself, it was given to you for a reason. What you are seeking is out there, okay? So, and that's why I said, like, I stand 10 toes down. I am not moving off of my square. I'm not moving off of my square when it comes to the standards that I hold for, you know what I'm saying, or not necessarily the standards, but what I am looking for. If it's not my God ordained partner, I don't want that. I don't want them. So, but anyways, yes, like I need the one who was perfectly sculpted for me. Period. Period. Yes. Okay. So actually, okay, y'all. And then the last note before I get into these channel messages, because we got quite a few here, and I wanna get into it and get this over with. You could have been someone, or this is, you know, kind of something that you are embodying, okay, by placing your value in superficial things, right? Or determining your value by, you know, superficial things, your looks, etc. Especially like a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, like sex. So you attract superficial people, okay? If that is how you are marketing yourself, and not necessarily just marketing yourself, but like if that's the only thing, you know, that you are kind of displaying, and you think, you know, these things are going to, you know, attract a man, keep a man, etc. You know what I'm saying? It's like, maybe reevaluate. So now that is the heart of the message, okay? I am going to get into confirmations. If you guys want to, you know, listen to the song yourself, maybe you have been listening to the song. Also, just kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to take some time, you know what I'm saying? But you'll get over it. Now, one thing, like, at first, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of hard for me to come here. Woo. At first, like, when I first started getting the message, I was like, okay, we gotta sit with this one, because I'm like, I don't even know what to say, because I'm really one of those people where it's like betrayal. I take betrayal very, very seriously. I take a breach of trust very, very seriously. So it's like when people do things like that, like I just find it so disrespectful. Like it disgusts me. And it's like, once I'm disgusted, once I no longer respect you, right? Because it's one thing for a man to do something and he owns up to his stuff, right? And he comes to you and he tells you and he speaks his truth to you. That's one thing. But someone who kind of like you know, doesn't absolutely says nothing, you know, to me, that should be enough closure, okay? If someone is going to, you know, treat you that badly, disrespect you, show you their utter lack of care, then it's like, bruh, like my feelings can switch off so quickly and so easily, because it's like I said, once I lose respect and etc., it's just like, I can't even tolerate to even look or be around you at that point, you know what I'm saying? But also, yeah, so it's kind of like, silence, sometimes, you know, silence speaks much, much louder than words, okay? Silence in action speaks much louder than words. Like, silence, to me, silence is loud, okay? Like, a lot of people think, you know what I'm saying, oh, they're not saying anything. Like, silence is loud, sweetheart. that's all I'm gonna say. Silence is loud. Let's see, what else? I think I wanted to say, like, one more thing. Yes, actually, no. I think I covered everything I needed to cover. Let's get into these, because there's quite a few. Oh my gosh. Okay, so confirmation and additional channeling. Okay, so someone is definitely getting over an ex, and what I was hearing is you need to delete them text messages, okay? Delete them text threads fully and completely, because you know they be keeping them in that little extra folder after you delete them. No, delete them text messages. Stop looking at them text messages, okay? Also, take sex off of the table and see if you still want that person, okay? So for a lot of you who, you know what I'm saying, you're kind of maybe, you know what I'm saying, like you jump into sex too quickly, like take that off the table and see if you're actually still interested in that person, okay? And see if they are still interested in you. Are they someone who still shows up with you even without having sex, okay? And I'm not even trying to put this as a test, but it's like you need to see what substance is actually there, okay? Like, what is the substance of this person? And what do you guys have between you two? What connection, emotional connection do you have outside of sex? Also, someone needs to do a yoni steam, okay? Do a yoni steam, and you need to show her some love, okay? Because she has been used and abused. And literally, like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know if you have a lot of toys, but step away from the toys, okay, is the message that I was hearing. Like, step away from the toys. Someone could be extremely territorial, okay? So, like I said, put it where it needs to fit. Flip the roles if they need to reverse, okay? Someone could have been very territorial, okay? So one thing I want to say is people are not possessions, okay? A person should not be faithful due to fear and obligation. They should do so because they choose you and love and respect you, okay? So if they are not willing to do that out of, you know, their own free will, then that should tell you a lot. But allow people to be them. It's like I said, like, allow people to show you who they are rather than you trying to, you know, make them into and make and mold them into who you want them to be. Okay. Also, I was hearing boy toy. Okay, so either someone was treating a man this way, or you could have been someone who were treated this way. Okay, you could be a man watching this and you were treated as a boy toy. Okay, but also there could have been, you know, a feminine using someone as a boy toy. Okay, someone could have also called you bony, anorexic, long, boring, tiny, or also just spoke about your weight in general. So maybe you're not any of these things, or present as any of these ways. Doesn't matter what your body type is. Okay, but someone could have just spoken about your weight in general. Okay, and what I was saying is this really killed your confidence and changed your perception of self. Okay, I had an image of like a tree wilting away, like the leaves wilting. Okay, kind of like yeah, it's like literally like you're poisoning the roots and the leaves of a tree. Okay, I was seeing a weeping willow. Okay, weeping willow, and I'm like, weeping willows, they look so sad. But yeah, they could have always said things like, oh, I'm just joking, or oh, I'm just toying with you, but really they meant exactly what they said. Okay, this person could have been extremely childish, or what I was hearing was a clown. Okay, and I wasn't trying to be rude before when I was talking about loud makeup, but what I was getting was like clown makeup, like loud. Okay, like that kind of loud makeup. Someone could like trick cereal, but what I was hearing was tricks are for kids. Okay, tricks are for kids. So just adding more to the fact that they were like very childish. This person could have like always wanted sex. Okay, just all about sex. Someone could listen to NBA YoungBoy. The New York Jets are significant. This could be your favorite team. There's something significant about celery. In regards to a love situation, if you were seeking an answer about something, the answer is not yet. Okay, something you're waiting on is going to take a little while longer, but it's worth the wait. Okay, it's worth the wait. And someone says XO. Okay, they are sending you hugs and kisses. Someone could smoke out of a bong. Something is significant about Botox. I don't know if you've gotten Botox. Yeah, something is significant about Botox. I was hearing, by the way, it's not over. Okay, so someone is trying to perpetuate a dead situation, or gain control, or extort. Okay, I was seeing that someone could be using a sex tape against you, or using this as leverage. I was also hearing you excite me. Okay, so someone wants you to know this, as well as I was also channeling Loving You by Minnie Riperton. Okay, B-Town is significant, so someone could have attended Berkeley High. The color brown or green is also significant. This could be the color of your eyes. Someone is definitely toxic. I was hearing Pisces. So someone in your life, a toxic person, okay, could be a Pisces, or I mean, you could be the toxic Pisces. Put it where it fits. Someone could have a pixie cut. I was also hearing foxtrot. Okay, so you could be like a ballroom dancer, or work with horses, but also maybe someone just finds you to be very very foxy. Okay, you could just have like this very foxy aura to you. Yes, this way about you. Okay, you could have locks. I was hearing gin. Okay, so either someone drinks gin, but I'm also the card game gin. Okay, my mom taught us that game when we were younger. It's like one of my favorite card games. Someone could drink Ciroc. TikTok is significant, but also I'm hearing TikTok like a clock, so something to do with time. Okay, Bitcoin is here. Maybe you're into cryptocurrency. Someone could be an electrician or a technician. Someone thinks that, I think it's okay. I don't know. I think I have the lyrics right. I might be mixing them up, but someone thinks you're as smooth as a glass of Tennessee whiskey. Okay, sweet as a glass of wine. Okay, so that's the song Tennessee Whiskey. Love that song. Okay, or you could like to, I think I have it later, but you could like to drink wine, you could like to drink whiskey, or even brandy. Let's see, where am I at? Yes, I have it right here. Okay, I just said that, wine drinker. Okay, something significant about a hot box. Okay, someone may like to hot box. Someone is very protective. Also, someone could be from the projects. I was also hearing Project X though, so maybe, I don't know if you've watched Project X recently. It's one of your favorite movies or something. I was also hearing birds of a feather flock together. So it may be time to, you know, evaluate who you spend your time with, and if they're in alignment with who you are becoming. Okay, Rock Nation is significant. I was hearing executive or executive order. Someone needs to stop using lock gel. Okay, it's creating buildup and flaking. Okay, also you have someone or someone's attempting to be a clone of you. Okay. I was hearing I got a bone to pick, so you upset somebody, Lord. you upset somebody. It's like, get in line, child. Okay, you have someone projecting energy as always, like always someone's projecting energy. Okay, and also deflecting. Okay, so someone is very triggered or disturbed. You could like to listen to R&B. I was also hearing P&B rock. Okay, I was also hearing clocking T. Okay, so you are someone who notices everything and aren't afraid to point it out. Okay, you're not afraid to call people out on their bullshit, and this is something that people find highly attractive. I was hearing that this is a turn on. Okay, this is a turn on. Also significant is LeBron, the Clovers. So you may like to listen. This is like an old school R&B and soul group. So you may like to listen to the Clovers. Once again, old school music. Okay, I was hearing Wile E. Coyote. So you have tricky energy. Okay, tricky energy, stalking and keeping a close eye on you. Okay, so they keep trying to catch you slipping but keep missing. This could also be a warning for someone to tread lightly down the path you're traveling. Okay, tread lightly, or in my case, what I like to say is, bitch, don't tread at all. I was also hearing BS by Janae Aiko featuring her. Okay, someone could have ginger or blonde hair. There's something significant about jewelry as well. Okay, now we're gonna get into some locations. Okay, you could either be from these places or they are significant for some reason. So just like I said, put it where it fits. So Hong Kong, we have Texas, Brooklyn, the Bronx, Manhattan, or New York in general. We also have Texas, Wyoming, Hawaii, Tennessee, London, or just somewhere in England, but also the UK. Okay, we have Canada, Washington, Cleveland, Ohio, Wisconsin, and Charlotte, North Carolina. Names that are significant. Okay, we have Elroy, Leroy, or Roy. The name Troy, Lori, Lonnie, spelled with an O, so Loni or Lonnie. Trey, Terry, Tyler, Jeff, Lexi, Tony with an I or Y. Someone could read or like to read Toni Morrison. I was also hearing Ronnie with an R. Okay, Ronnie with an R. The last name Brown is significant. Name Toby, Byron, or Brian. Justine, Cindy, John, Felix, and Terrence. Okay, I was also picking up on nicotine, so you could have like a you either have a nicotine addiction or you are a smoker. Okay, someone who smokes cigarettes. You may like licorice, root beer, or ginger beer is crazy because I've been craving ginger beer like recently, and root beer is my favorite soda. Okay, I was definitely picking up on someone is pregnant or having pregnancy cravings. Okay, specifically hot Cheetos, and I was getting the message: eat less junk food. Okay, Petco is significant for some reason. I was also hearing Hotep. Okay, Hotep. And honestly, it's quite funny and ironic because it means to be at peace, but these motherfuckers love to debate, okay? Motherfuckers love to debate. Okay, someone could be a cop or an ex-cop. The initials that are significant are I, J, N, B, T, E, L, and F. You could have been born in the year of 92, 95, or 99. You could be life path 2, 9, or 5. Born in the months of February, October, September, May, April. Your sign, zodiac sign could be, or zodiac signs that are significant, okay, are Taurus, Leo, Cancer, and Sagittarius. This could also be your Jupiter or Venus, or these signs could fall in your 2nd, 5th, 9th, or 10th house, okay? You could be born on the 2nd, 4th, 5th, 9th, 10th, 13th, 22nd, 25th, 29th of the month, okay? You could be born on any of those days. Heights that are significant are going to be 5'2", 5'5", 5'9", and 5'10". And the ages that are significant, you can be any of these ages: 22, 25, 29, and 59, okay? So, we made it! Okay. All right, that is all I have for you guys today. Okay, I really hope you guys enjoyed this message. I honestly enjoyed giving it to you guys. This honestly was very refreshing for me. I think this is just the way the energy kind of flowed through this. So this is very exciting. Once again, I want to thank you guys for being here. I'm thoroughly, enjoying interacting with you guys, even though I cannot interact with you guys directly. I really love it this way. Okay, you guys, as much as I may be helping you, you are helping me, kind of embrace and tap into my gifts even more and further, kind of with this sort of barrier that we have. So yes, I really appreciate you guys for being here. I love you all, and I will see you all next time. Bye.